This is a message to all the Sony fans. This is a message to all the ponies.
I know that you are hoping that the new year will be your best year ever.
But let me just remind you what happened last year.
Game of the year is Baldur's Gate 3.
It's Spider-Man! Bro, be serious right now, be serious right now. It's Spider-Man!
Baldur's Gate 3.
Ow!
Baldur's Gate 3.
No one cares about Baldur's Gate 3. Whatever random game that is, no one played it, bro.
Baldur's Gate 3.
We got robbed. Spider-Man got robbed, bro. Spider-Man 2 is the people's game of the year, bro.
Spider-Man's winning, bro. It don't matter. And the game of the year is Baldur's Gate 3. Bro, don't say it, bro. Don't say it.
I'm done.
Yeah, boy.
And this year, you can bet your bottom dollar that you guys are going to get.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yes. We are going to talk about how Game Pass is still the best deal in gaming. We have proof of that. We would also be chatting about how, the PlayStation fans was telling everyone that they should not support Game Pass because you are not buying your physical media. Today, you would get evidence that Sony fans, the majority of persons who own a PlayStation console, is moving away from physical media. And of course, we'll talk about the main story, which is France. France has had enough of PlayStation and their greedy habits. Sony fans, it's 2024. And if there's one advice I will give you for this year is that you need to take time to stop.
To pray. This morning.
You guys would need it. Let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. And before we start the video, if this type of content interests you, you're intrigued by this kind of content, consider subscribing, because you know that if you subscribe, I will get the job done.
When I get paid for a job, I always deliver. Goodbye.
And it's that. So subscribe. So first up, let's talk about Game Pass. So some persons, they question the value of Game Pass. They question how much persons are really saving when they subscribe to Game Pass. Well, happily for you, you don't have to do the maths because someone has done it for us. Look at this list here. So according to True Achievements, Xbox Game Pass added nearly $9,000 worth of games in 2023. Xbox Game Pass continues to be a fantastic deal for Xbox users. We checked out how much every game added to the service in 2023 would have cost us to buy, and it's a lot more than we paid. They went on to say, but just how much value are you getting for your money with the service? After all, prices went up in August, and Phil Spencer has warned that future price increases are inevitable. So if you lived in the US and you had to purchase all the games that came to Game Pass, then you would spend a little over $8,700. In Canada, you would spend just over $11,000. And in Brazil, you would spend somewhat $36,000 in games if you was to purchase all the games that was in Game Pass. So we had heavy hitters like Atomic Heart, we had Dragon Guardian, we had Forza, Starfield, Forza Motorsport, Redfall, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2, there was so much games available on Game Pass in 2023 that it paid for itself 10 times over. So this is more evidence and facts that here what seeing that games are constantly rising in the industry, and Sony is looking to maybe increase the price again. Game Pass is really a service for gamers. If anyone has anything negative to say about Game Pass, then they deserve. So let me hear what you think about Game Pass saving you money. Let me know in the comment sections below. So we just finished talking about one service. Let's jump on to another service, this time the PlayStation Plus service. So we just had some news there that PlayStation Plus is getting worse. We know that the PlayStation Plus fails in comparison to Game Pass, but I just can't understand why this is happening in PlayStation Plus. According to Push Square, pour one out for Gran Turismo Sports, now delisted from PlayStation Store. Now, I'm trying to understand how this works. Now, we remember that just in 2023, Sony would have raised or increased the prices on the PlayStation Plus, service. But tell me, how are they incentivized to take out their own game out of their own service? I mean, wouldn't first-party content be a little more enticing for persons who, want to subscribe to PlayStation Plus, but they were on the fences? Wow, what are the benefits of taking out your own game? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Microsoft takes out any of their first-party games out of Game Pass. So why would Sony do that? That's very strange and very weird to me. I mean, Sony should be making the best argument that they can for PlayStation Plus, and that is leaving their first-party games in the service. Why is Sony taking out Gran Turismo out of PlayStation Plus? That is crazy to me. Well, let me know what you think about that. Maybe a Sony fan could clear things up. Why is Sony taking out their first-party content out of their service? Craziness. Next up, we must admit that Starfield is the undisputed breaker of minds. You see, Starfield would have broken the biased gaming media. Starfield would have broken Sony fans, ponies, and even the macaronis. Yes, Starfield will go down in history as being the most discussed, the most hated game ever. Well, this new article will ensure that Starfield is being talked by the Sony fans for another 10 years. Because Starfield just won another award. Yes, according to the 2023 Stream Awards, Most Innovative Gameplay Award was awarded to Starfield. The designers of the game are at the front lines of creative experimentation, bringing a fresh perspective, brain-breaking surprises. The game delighted, inspired, and entertained with newness never played before. Yes, this is what Starfield just won. So congratulations again to the Bethesda team. Another award in the bank. But I thought Starfield was the worst game ever. Don't hate, just buy an Xbox. And finally, let's talk about PlayStation in France. You see, it's not uncommon to hear PlayStation doing some sort of anti-consumer move. You see, they are confident to do that because they are the market leader. They know they have the mind share of the gamers, so they are comfortable doing all sorts of unethical things. This is not new, it's all over the internet. Well, the French government has had enough, and because of that, they are finding Sony some big bucks for what they did with third-party controllers. Please listen to the article.
French regulator finds Sony over third-party controller practices. The PlayStation firm is accused of restricting third-party PlayStation 4 controllers. Sony has been fined €13.5 million by France's antitrust regulator, after it was deemed to have abused its market position for the supply of PlayStation 4 controllers. Firstly, it said Sony implemented technical measures in 2015 to combat counterfeiting, which inadvertently affected the proper functioning of third-party controllers, making them disconnect during system updates. Secondly, it said that rival companies were impeded from joining PlayStation's licensing program, with access only granted through Sony's partnership program. Autorité de la Concurrence said it uncovered that Sony refused to communicate the program access criteria to manufacturers upon request, claiming that the criteria were applied at Sony's discretion. Sony applied the criteria in a discretionary manner, even though access to the program was the only way to avoid disconnections, the body said in its announcement. According to the body, these practices significantly damaged the brand image of third-party manufacturers and impeded their market expansion. Sony has not yet publicly responded to the fine.
Wow, there you have it. Sony was fined close to 14 million euros, and they deserve it because Sony is greedy. Sony have recorded so much profits, and they still are trying to take a little bread out of third-party makers of controller. How sick you can be, ponies. How sick you can be, Sony. Come on, give these guys a break. And before I forget, it is being reported by Push Square that physical games represented just 4% of sales for PlayStation in the last quarter. Now, what do you think Sony is going to do with this information? I recall some Sony fans were saying that soft copy is no good, but it appears that the majority of people on the PlayStation platform is buying soft copy. That's just where the industry is going. That's just where the majority of owners of the PlayStation is going. They are going at soft copy, not hard copy games, but soft copy. Now, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel about just now it might have no physical media to purchase? It might just be a code and a case. Let me know in the comment sections below. Let me hear about everything that was said concerning Sony, concerning they're being fined from France, whether it be Game Pass is a very good value, or it can mean Starfield getting another award. Let me know about everything that was said in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.